Hi, welcome back to New Day, New Way. I'm glad to see you. If you're new to the channel, this is part 2 of a series, Healing You, recovering from Bulimia Nervosa. If you follow my vlog, thank you very much. The new installment went up yesterday. If you're brand new, please look around. There's plenty to look at, plenty of topics on personal development and my journey back to health, back to myself, back to my body, and healing from bulimia. So I'd love it if you would hit subscribe and hit the little bell so that you're notified every time I upload anything that you might be interested in. Today, as I said, is part 2 of a series. So we're going to get started in just a minute. Stay with me. Welcome back. This is part 2 of a series, Healing You, healing from Bulimia Nervosa. Wherever you are in your journey today, before we get started, I hope you're comfortable. If you're not, please get that way. If you're in your car, please turn it off. No radio. I want to start with this. Why don't you close your eyes, and we're going to take a deep breath in, fill up your whole chest cavity all the way in, fill it up. Hold it for 1, 2, and let it out. Let it out in a stream, like you're blowing out a long series of candles. We're going to do it one more time. All the way in, make the big belly, big chest, all the way in. Hold it for 1, 2, and then we're going to breathe out. And then as you're breathing out any guilt, stress, negativity, all coming out the mouth. We're going to do this the 3rd time. Now you understand what's going on. Breathe all the way in, fill it all up, big belly, big chest. Hold it for 1, 2. Put all of your stuff that you need to blow out right into your mouth and blow it out. Did you visualize that? Take all the stuff that's bothering you, put it right into your mouth and blow it out. Visualizing is something that I do a lot. It helps me. It's another tool we're going to throw in our tool belt for healing, right? Breathing, meditation, visualization. I am gonna, in just a few minutes, we're gonna address a little bit about how the people around us can help us and what their perspective is. But first, we're gonna talk about you. Whatever stage you are in your life, in your relationships, in your eating disorder. Maybe you're already, coming to a recovery point. What is a recovery point? When did the severe weight loss stop, if it stopped? That's not recovery. I don't even know if there's a word for that, but it stops when you hit a comfort zone, although you still have the bulimia and the bulimic tendencies. The severity of the restrictive and the all of the other things means that you have, but when that's not happening anymore, you're moving away from the desperateness of that. So you've hit some kind of comfort zone, whatever changes happened in your life. If you haven't gotten to that, if you haven't gotten there yet, if nothing's happened to make you, and you're still in the throes of this, and it's just like every single day, it's just, you're driven, you have to lose more weight, you have to do these things. Then if you're not seeing a doctor and you feel like you need to, please do. If you don't want to see a doctor, there are things you can do. The breathing that we just did, that's something you can do in your place of work, in your car. You can do it while sitting in the den with the family watching TV and nobody knows what you're doing. The breathing, even if your eyes are open, breathing in, breathing out. You can be fixated on the TV. Have you ever done that? Fixated on the TV, not aware of what's going on the TV. Your eyes are just fixated. You ever read the same paragraph of a book 24 times and don't know what it says? It's kind of a hypnosis, right? If you're focusing on your breathing, your eyes are going to land where they land. You're not seeing it. It's meditation. It's a type of hypnosis. So I want you to use that tool because if I remember feeling like every day, the purpose, the goal for the end of the day was I had to lose some weight. And if I didn't do all the things that the bulimia demanded of me, then I had failed, and then I deserved to be punished, and the cycle continues. And we got to stop that cycle, and we're going to stop it today, because you're going to keep taking your breaths, even though you're watching and your eyes are open. You keep taking breaths, and you're gonna hear my voice, and you're gonna focus on your breathing in and out. And every time you breathe out, you're breathing out something else you don't need. And then when you're done with this, I want you to practice that, right? Breathing in and holding it. Something will come into your mind. Visualize something that's not serving you, something you want to get rid of, away from your body, away from your mind, away from your heart, and blow it out. It's really a good technique, and you have to be open to it, or else you're just going through the motions, and that's really not helping you at all. Think of it as, I think of it as a house cleaning. Your brain is such a fantastic, wonderful thing, and when we start to learn how to use it to our good, we realize how powerful we are as humans. You're powerful enough to do this yourself. You can do all these things towards your own healing just by understanding a couple of things. I've mentioned this before. If you follow anything that I do, what we tell our brains is what our brains believe. If you tell your brain that cheese is blue when it's really orange, your eyes are going to register that cheese is orange, but your brain's going to say the cheese is blue. And that's a really bad example, but your brain doesn't differentiate. So all this stuff that all these years has led to where you are now, all this stuff that you took in that your subconscious believes is true, can be changed, right? It started when you were young. So you're still impressionable. So, oh, they were young and impressionable. Do you think that you're not impressionable anymore? Pardon me. I'm sitting in my living room floor being comfortable, and my carpet is tickling my foot. Do you think that you're still not impressionable? Of course you are. Are you capable of changing your mind about a food that you like? Are you capable of deciding to drive a different way to work? Are you capable of falling in love? Then you're impressionable. We all are. We take in impressions. Our mind is bombarded and with impressions from our eyes, with sense from our nose, with what we hear, and with what we speak. So, doesn't it make sense that if we're going to be telling our brains things, we need to be telling them good things? And this is very, very easy to do. It's not going to happen overnight. There is no light switch. I'm never going to tell you that there's a light switch to flip. However, I've started doing these practices, and I've been doing them for some time now, and almost don't notice at first the changes that are happening. And then all of a sudden one day, I realized I was more centered. I was calm. I had handled certain things differently. And I, in the car wondering why that didn't really get on my nerves, or why I'm not still, why did I not get totally bent up about that? It's because your brain starts to recognize it. The subconscious has started to believe the things you're telling it, right? I'm strong. I'm patient. I am enough. I'm good at my job. I'm an excellent listener. I want to help people. It doesn't matter what you tell it as long as it's good. I have said things like, people don't care what I look like. I'm the only one that does. So I look fine. I feel fine. I feel good. I have goals today, and I'm going to accomplish them. I'm going to help someone. I help people. I'm, whatever you have to say that day. And it might be something different every day. But start telling your brain things, and you'll notice in a short time, if you really believe what you're doing, that the changes will start to happen, and you'll find yourself smiling a lot more. You'll find yourself sleeping a lot better. And the best part is you'll find yourself going further and further between trigger times where you have those really awful moments where you feel like you're so upset or so stressed or whatever that you just got to go do the binge thing. Now, the other part of this is you also have to, while you're telling yourself these things, you have to give yourself permission to feel good, to succeed, right? Permission to feel good. It's okay to be happy with who I am. It's okay to feel joy. It's okay to feel whatever I feel that's happy and upbeat. It's okay to be successful. I can be successful. I can do all of the things that I want to do. And I don't have to let anything get in my way, right? Our body image is so attached to our self-image that it's hard to let that go. But the body image is only part of why we have this eating disorder. The other part of it is it's a taking control over something we feel helpless about. And so there's something else to look at in your meditations. The lie of any eating disorder is that you can control it. You can't control it. You think you can control it, but you can't. So giving yourself permission to not be able to, I can't control everything, but I can control how I react to everything. Maybe I can't fix that problem at work, but I can concentrate on the things that I'm doing that are fantastic. Maybe I can't wave a magic wand and make my relationship perfect, but I can start doing something positive every day toward that goal. Now, that's where we're going to walk into a little bit of the people around you, right? And by people around you, I mean your spouse or your significant other, best friend, whatever your situation is. Live at home with family, especially if you're with family. Family, for the most part, and God forbid you should have anything but this, they want you to be happy. They want you to be okay. No family is perfect, but when they see a family member in distress, that's hurtful, and they want you to be okay. So everything that you do in a positive sense to start feeling better and going forward, towards goals, personal goals, physical goals, professional goals, whatever you're setting, you start with your physical, and physical relates into personal. One will meld into the other. Everything that you do that's positive to move forward, they're going to be there for you. They're going to be rooting for you, your spouse, your significant other, certainly your parent. They are feeling a little, most likely, a little at loose ends, that they're feeling a little helpless. They see you going through a horrible thing. They don't know what it is, maybe. Maybe they do know what it is, maybe they don't. But they see you going through this, and they attribute it to depression, or they attribute it to whatever, because they don't have the information, because you can't share it with them. And I'm not telling you that on a magical level you're going to be able to do this, but once you understand that this is not something you can either keep secret or control, then, right? If you can't keep it a secret, which you can't, and if you can't control it, which you can't, then what's the other twisted reason we got to keep it? And I'm speaking from a place of experience here. Once I realized that people know, and then once I realized it had control of me and I didn't have control of it, that started that minute. I want it gone. I want it gone. I can't control it. I can't make it do me any good. I can't do any. Then I want it gone. And that's when I started investigating how to get better. That's where you have to be with it. And then once you start to get better, the people around you, you'll feel like, oh, they want to be close to me, or suddenly they're listening more, or suddenly we feel like we're spending more quality time together. Little things like that. No, they're just seeing you come to a center and a place where you feel a little more happy and relaxed, and they feel happy for you. They feel a little more invited into your space. And I think you'll find that as you start to get better, your relationship will start to get better. It's going to be more complicated than that, and we'll get into that later, but the important thing is getting started. And I will go back to this again and again and again. A morning routine was the best thing I ever did. It was the start of a total transformation in my head. And if you can't get right in the head, you can't get right anywhere else, right? So we want to start with the morning routine. I've gone through this. Please feel free to look at the vlog videos. In fact, some of them go through my morning routine. Some things I want you to remember when you get up early. Whatever time you get up early, do something that gets you moving. Drink your water first thing. Do something that gets you moving. I do yoga stretches and squats. Do something that gets you moving, gets your brain functioning, going. And whatever it is, do that same thing. Do it for at least 21 days to make the habit. After that, it becomes something that is harder to not do than to do, and you can start adding things in. You'll find that you feel better and you want to add things in. Talk to someone you trust about some things you can do. And if you're like me and wasn't in a position to do a whole lot of physical things at first, then talk to someone who can help you with some ideas. Do some reading. I do some research. I have back injury. There's plenty of information out there. You don't have to start big. You just have to start where you are. And that's what this video is about today. Just to encourage you, not to put on you that other people, around you love you and you should do anything about it. This has to be about you. The happy side effect is when you start to heal you, then the relationships around you begin to heal, right? And everything becomes so much more better. So much more better. It's a scary thing, this disease. But it doesn't have to be the rest of your life. Just remember that. You can do anything. You can do anything. I'll be back with more. This is just a part 2. I just kind of wanted to touch base. I have got some more in the works with regard to tools and tips and tricks. But we are going to heal, and I will see you soon. Take good care. Put on a workout shirt. I'm going to give you an idea, and this is like the first time you're kind of seeing the whole me. Very, very simple, easy, stress-free. We're going to take this is something I do every morning before yoga stretches, but this is something you can do at any time during the day, do in the ladies' room, whatever. You take a deep breath in, have your arms up like this, pull your arms back as you breathe in, and then let it out. Put your girls out there, or your chest if you're a guy. I keep my arms tense, and then I bring them out, and then I bring them up, and I stretch to the sky, look back. Feel the stretch in your hip, up through your rib, in your shoulders. You are touching the sky, and you can repeat that as much as you like. It actually gets rid of stuff, like out of your brain, out of your body. Just it's a good way to get started. I actually do that on repetition as many times as I need to, usually at least 5 times in the morning. But I just wanted to get you started with one thing that you can do. I'll be back. Well, I've kind of already ended the video, but I'll be back with more. Take good care. Get started.